Hi, this is Ian Zepp again for M43. I'm going to be doing the third and probably final demo for this down and dirty introduction to classifications into the rules engine. So this video picks up right where the previous video left off. In this video I'm going to be demonstrating how we can use relationships to actually evaluate criteria. So not only can we set up an API name for a field that exists at the account level, we can set up an API name for a field that exists on a child relationship level. So let me go ahead and do that. If we go back and look at our GenePoint account, what you'll see is that our contact here has an email address of .com, and our website is also a .com. So what I'm going to do is I am going to redefine our rule and add in a new requirement that says, in addition to the website containing .gov, we also have to have at least one contact that has an email address that contains .gov. So the rules engine expects this in a format like this. This says find all of the contacts that exist at the account level and go through the list of those contacts and look at the email address for each one of them. And if any of them contain .gov, match that criteria. So our rule now says there are three criteria. A contact associated to our account has to have an email address that contains .gov. The name has to end with test, and our website on the account also has to contain .gov. And if all of those are true, go ahead and execute our rule actions. So let's go ahead and test this. The first thing to do is to just change our website to .gov. This by itself should not meet our criteria because none of our contacts that exist at the account have an email address that also ends with .gov. So when we save that, you see there are no classification assignments. So let's change that back. Now, let's edit our contact and change it to .gov. Now by itself, this should also not trigger the rule criteria because the contact by itself is not good enough to update the account. Our account has a .com website. Our contacts have .gov, but we need our account to also have a .gov. So let's make that final change. So with our account website a .gov and our contact email a .gov, when we save this account record, it should add in a classification because all of those criteria were met. So that's a quick demo as to how the rules engine supports child relationships, arbitrary numbers of criteria, and even though we didn't demonstrate it, arbitrary numbers of rules actions. In fact, it adds them on. So let's just briefly demonstrate this. I can add in a second classification. Let's say for demonstration purposes, we're just going to add in the United States Central. So we're going to say that this rule, in addition to adding in a government, also assigns the central classification. So now if we go back here to our account and we do a simple update, let's update our account site to be test, and we save this, you'll notice that it added in our central classification. You'll also notice it didn't duplicate our federal and state government classifications. That's because the rules engine is smart enough to see that there is already one of these classifications on the account, and it doesn't need to go ahead and add in a second one. So that is a quick demonstration of how we can use child relationships in our rules engine along with our classifications. Thank you for watching.